And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising, the most awaited all-women tournament in the Philippines. Again, fourth and final day, and we are at the grand finals. And we're super excited to see how the final two teams will perform in this championship. For everyone watching right now, we also have daily giveaways that we're going to be given to 3 winners, and all you have to do is keep watching to stand a chance and win 700 wild cores. Now, what do you have to do? Follow these 3 simple steps to join. You have to, number 1, like our page, and of course, like this stream. You have to share this stream and tag 3 friends in the comment section with the hashtag LA Women Rising. And of course, exclamation point notify.
Aside from the live stream giveaway, guys, we also have a weekly giveaway. We posted a question last Monday. To join, just follow these 3 simple steps. Number 1, leave the right answer in the comment box. Hit that like button. And then lastly, share the post. We'll announce the winner every Saturday. Also, we do have a giveaway from ePlayment. All you have to do is go over to ePlayment's Facebook page, like the page, look for the giveaway post, and sign up for the waitlist that's in the comments section. And don't forget to tag 3 friends. That's the important part. 7 winners will be announced on May 19 for that. Before we officially begin, we would like to acknowledge our partners in making Liga Adarna possible. Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising is co-presented by Smart Communications Incorporated, the Philippines' leading wireless provider, and it's powered by ePlayment Entertainment.
The best types of wins in life are meant to be shared and experienced together with friends. With smart double giga games, subscribers get 2 gigabytes of games every day for League of Legends Wild Rift, Call of Duty Mobile, Mobile Legends, and FB Gaming. They can double up on building their skills for good games and good times with friends. That's double GG with smart double giga games. Subscribers can register by downloading the GigaLife app or dialing *123# and choosing double giga.
Next, we would also like to thank our major sponsors, ePlayment Corporation and Esports News PH. And finally, we would like to thank our charity partner, Worldwide Fund for Nature. While the virtual world is a limitless world of wonder for people to explore, Liga Adarna reminds that it is everyone's duty and responsibility to bring forth the interests and survival of our planet in order to #change the ending. The League encourages everyone to band together as a community, join or start a campaign, and contribute to environmentally inclined movements and projects, and to take it to the streets. #Speak Up for Nature and call for a genuine policy change.
All the stars that you guys are sending will be donated to our charity partner, Worldwide Fund for Nature. We would like to thank everyone for sending us stars during our live streams. These stars can help change the ending.
Yeah, just keep sending stars, guys. But if you wish to donate directly, you may visit their website at wwf.org.ph/donate.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Pinaka-iniintay natin, mga kaibigan. Nexplay, Tempest going up against Genki, Amory. We cannot ask for anything more spicy than this. Best of 5 winners are going to give everything they have. Master Naisou, what can we expect from this best of 5?
I think it's going to be a very, very interesting final, man. I mean, just watching over the past couple of days, both these teams, I mean, NXP Tempest, we know, very strong team, very strong players over there. Same thing with Genki Amory. I'm really excited to see some of the matchups, especially towards the bottom and mid lane, and not to mention these junglers.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and it's something really spicy about it to actually watch these 2 teams play. But of course, let's actually take it to our resident analyst, the hot Y2K, for draft number 1.
So, yung duo ko for the hot and sexy is in the other side, but thank you so much for that one. And of course, this is the finals of the finals of the finals. We got Nexplay Tempest versus Genki Amory. Armory ako na Armory, pero Genki Amory. Pero syempre, the bans would be Garen, Janna, Lux, and Diana, which is self-explanatory. Nakita natin kung gaano katindi yung pagkuha dito, especially on the Diana and the Garen. Okay, team composition-wise, right now, Akali, binigay niyo yung Akali kay Hellgirl, which is a solid pick, to be honest. And then with the Ziggs backline, wait, a Draven. Naku, this is a chubby Draven. So, kung kahit pa paano makakapag-sustain agad dito sa Draven, having the adoration stacks in his end, or sabihin natin her end rather, makapag-ipon na siya dito again, agad-agad ng items. But when it comes to Genki Amory's lineup, nakita natin Ezreal, Bunzi, and of course live with the Braum, a classic combo na nakita natin in the previous games. But together with it, Hazel, Shyvana once again, pero na-unlock na yung Katarina dito ni Hanyu. And of course, Fiora by Fuyo. So Fiora, as usual, split pushing capabilities, Hazel with objective-wise, poking capabilities of Ezreal. Pero yun na nga, counter initiation ang support ang kayang ibigay dito ni Braum. Pero with the Nasus, iwasan nila mag-late game. Dahil Nasus can really bring a back to your team. Lalo na if we are seeing like 700 stacks Nasus. That would be a really bad idea. And then now, syempre, on this current lineup, again, sasabihin ko lang, it's still in the favor of, for drafting so far, bibigay ko yung drafting for Genki Armory. But again, for the execution na lang siguro, again, Draven, sobra siyang nakakatakot. Like, as in, nakakatakot siya. But again, let's see what will happen if NXP Tempest will get this as early as now, or hayaan ba nilang mid-game dominance ang ibigay dito ng Genki Armory as we pass it into our shotcaster. Syempre, ang aking half duo na si Naisou and Izaq. Take it away.
Alright. well, Naisou. We're seeing a very interesting draft here. A Nasus? What? A Draven?
I know. I was surprised when I saw the Draven pick, but I'm excited for it. I mean, at least we're seeing, we're seeing different champions being picked, and that's always nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, it's not exactly going to be easy to pull off these kind of champions, especially in a grand final. Pressure is mounting, and of course, your skill levels are going to need to be at 100%. We're going to possibly see a whole lot of action from these really wonderful players here. But of course, look at the matchup. It's a Nasus support.
Interesting, right? I mean, a NASA support. I think, most people don't expect to see a NASA support, but maybe we'll be surprised here by Gia's Nasus. We never know. The slow potential is huge on Nasus. Not to mention, the biggest question about Nasus support here is how is Gia going to get those stacks? Does that completely nullify picking Nasus for damage? Is it, what is it for? I'm sure we're going to find out towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the possibilities here. The slow coming in from Nasus, and look at that. They're already diving in on top of Hazel here, giving a hard time to Shyvana. That's first blood, and a whole lot of damage from Nexplay. With that Shyvana being shut down early, you see the potential of support Nasus with a Draven. When you get slowed down that hard,
yeah,
you know for a fact that there's no getting away from Draven.
And guys, because we just had our first blood, that first blood is brought to you by the ePlayment wallet, your digital wallet for gaming and entertainment.
Oh my god, I'm just really excited for this. I don't always see this. It's actually pretty rare for us to see a support Nasus in the mix, but now seeing it in action with a Draven, you come to think of the possibilities of that slow.
Yeah, I was actually I was trying to think of it too, and we just literally saw it. I think paired with Draven's aggressiveness, especially early game, on top of the speed boost that he gets from himself. So if you pair that with Nasus, this could actually be a quite devastating combo in the Dragon lane. So, I mean, we saw it already there. Draven on top of that picks up that BF sword. He has the BF sword, he has level 1 boots, so he has even more speed available to him if he just activates those boots. So it's going to be hard for anybody to get away from Nasus and Draven.
Yep, they're gonna need to do so much to do it. I think the saving grace here is gonna be Sly. You want to make sure the blows are gonna be intact, stunning up the Nasus or at least the Draven before they could come online. And if they prioritize that, then it might be a chance for them to just keep going. And look at that, they're already diving on top. You see a slow come in on top of Bunzi, and then an auto attack from Jabi. It's just a whole lot of hurt.
Yeah, this is almost a guaranteed auto attack from Draven, as long as they're able to get that slow on the Ezreal. It's a guaranteed auto attack. Plus, once Draven starts getting those items, it's going to be even more devastating, because we already know a single hit from Draven does an absurd amount of damage. So it's just going to be super hard for Bunzi to really get away from this. And not to mention, thankfully Bunzi's playing Ezreal, so there's a little more, you know, mobility there that he can get away and everything. But at the same time, when we start to think about these objectives, you know, the first dragon fight, which is coming up in about 15 seconds, on top of that, it's an Infernal, and here's a flash out and get taken down. There we go. Fuyu getting a kill on top of that Akali right there, and Hellgirl's Akali, and there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen Fuyu time and time again on this Fiora. She did not fail or disappoint this time. We are seeing primetime Fiora just going absolutely wild their top side. Of course, we got the Draven bot side, and that's the story right now. With an Infernal Drake up, we could potentially see a big fight, but no one's making any moves just yet, because they need to worry a whole lot about how they're gonna do it. An AP Nasus is going to be sick. You see Tear of the Goddess already being set up here. That's a lot of chances for the Nasus to spam the slow, to spam the AoE, and it's going to hurt like hell getting hit by the Spirit Fire. As Nexplay start this out, we're seeing movements now from Genki, Amory. It's 1-for-1 right now. There is a 1k advantage. Pokes coming in from the Ziggs, as well as the Ezreal. Jabi's gonna be down to 3/4 of her health. But wait, here comes the dive. Here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb dive. And Dragon's Descent was committed, and True Shot Barrage. It's a lot of damage. Gia's trying to run away from this Katarina, and it's gonna be spin to win for the cat. Can you finish it off? No, she could not. It's a little too tanky for the cat, and with assist coming up from Ray, Gia stays alive. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Actually, 1-for-2. And with that, we're going to have a reset going into another fight with the Infernal Drake.
I can't believe Gia got away from the Katarina right there. Like, so clutch there. And not to mention, you know, props to Ray there on Ziggs, just there to back her up. And the crazy thing, too, mentioning is, you know, when we're talking about this, it's so interesting, this Nasus Draven synergy here, and you have to take note too, Nasus is able to reduce armor, which even scales even more with this Draven, so we're gonna have an Infernal here most likely.
That's the steal that we're waiting for. They're not gonna be able to steal it. Shyvana's gonna be able to secure that. There is a chase coming up from Hellgirl, but that's because of blow diving in, and then the Shyvana goes down off map. Kali's gonna be going down as well. Hanya's trying to go absolutely wild. It's a double kill, getting taken down. Mega Inferno Bomb is not gonna connect. Two going down for both these teams. They're on fire right now, and with Nexplay looking for an answer here. They may have lost that Infernal Drake. They're trying to push here in the mid lane. Satchel Charge is gonna be there for the last hit, and while this was all happening, Fuyu with a plays, taking out the top lane tower there. So it's a 1-for-1 for towers, an Infernal Drake for GK, but in terms of kills, it's 2-for-2, and it's looking good for both these teams. Dead even.
We knew this was going to be quite the final, and I think, you know, this is we're in for a show basically, and they're so even across the board, and I have to give it up to Fuyu time and time again. She plays that Fiora so well, able to push those lanes when she knows she should, and again, Fiora is such a win condition in herself. It's a nice secondary win condition along with their team that they have here. So Fuyu, again, watch out for her, because she's going to be knocking on those turrets, and they have to do something. NXP has to do something about Fuyu.
Yep. The Triforce already completed for Fuyu right now, moving towards the bot side to add more split push pressure. Here comes a dive from Angela. They're actually going to be able to take it. No! It's a Slain Rip Arrow by the Shyvana. Shyvana GA going to be popped, but that's a lot of damage coming up from GK. They're taking one, taking another. It's a double for the Katarina. 3 going down for Nexplay. Ray is going to try to run for the high heels, but with members from GK staying alive, the dual bot side though, Hellgirl taking out Fuyu. All the praise coming up for Fuyu. Not this time though. But meanwhile, mid lane, they actually might try to take out Ray Ray. Not gonna be enough. No cigar just yet. But 6-7, taking the kill lead is GK along with the Herald. My God, Naisou, what went wrong for NXP there?
I'm just so amazed here. I mean, as soon as I said they have to find something to do for Fuyu, you know, Hellgirl's right there on the Sakali and just takes her on 1 versus 1. So that's what they were looking for. And again, now it's all about these objectives. They grabbed the Rift Herald for Genki Amory, and now they can have that in their pocket to play up for the next dragon, which is going to be the Mountain Drake. So I'm sure we're going to see Hazel getting the clears here because that Drake is going to be up shortly. And now they have to decide where to take this Rift Herald, when to take the dragon.
It's really interesting that they actually pulled out a Rylai on the Nasus as well. We're seeing somewhat of a skirmish here bot side. But going back to the topic of Nasus, Rylai with the Tear of the Goddess, you can spam the hell out of your skills. At the same time, Draven though, 0-1, needs to get a kill for those Adoration stacks, and they're on top of Fuyu right now. They might actually take her out. There we go. That's what you would want to have when you're choppy on that Draven. 7.4, make that 5k gold now. And that Draven is hella fed. They're going for a push here top side. There may be a trade bot side, but if Hellgirl can defend that, then it's going to be a tower advantage for Nexplay.
Yeah, just again, the Draven and this Nasus here making work for the team. And now, again, we have 30 seconds until Drake's up, so we're going to see some resets here. But at the same time, I want to just take note. There's so much slow potential there. As you were talking about Rylai's on Gia's Nasus, not only is the Rylai's there, but she also, like, Nasus has the own slow there. On top of that, you have Draven with Exhaust. If they decide to lock someone down, it's almost a guaranteed kill for them as long as they're able to survive. Because again, you have a ton of damage from Katarina here, and they're going to have to make a play here for this Drake.
Yep. I think that one of the weaknesses we're seeing right now from Nexplay is that they're doubling down so hard on the slows. Slow from Nasus, the Rylai's gonna add in as well with the Spirit Fire. So many slows, but where's the crowd control? Is anyone gonna be able to cancel Hanyu aside from the Hextech Ultimatum? You're gonna need to push from the Draven, but now Dragon's Descent coming in. Are they gonna be able to take it? That is the second Drake going and stolen by the side of GK. Akali's trying to fight back. Hellgirl popping the stasis. The ult is there. It's a double kill down for Bunsy. They're taking 1 and 3 members go down. Chases after Jobino. Hanyu wants to go for more. They can actually try to take out Ray, but the exhaust is gonna be popped. GK backing off, taking kills of their own. The Drake is secured, and with a push bot side, they answer back with towers. Yet again, 2 for 2 in terms of towers. The kills are gonna be there. Naisou, all the slows in the world are not stopping GK right now.
It's not enough, and we mentioned it earlier. Hazel versus Angelili. You know, which jungler has that smite ready? Who's going to go for those dragons? And you definitely don't want to give these dragons to Genki Amory, especially on the Shyvana. Shyvana does really, really well with these dragon buffs. And now that they have the Infernal Drake plus the Mountain Drake, it just makes them even more scary in terms of damage. And we're going to have to see, again, how can NXP turn this around? What can they do? Is it a scaling match where late game NXP is in favor for scaling? But right now, Genki Amory is definitely in this driver's seat, so they're showing the NXP that they're ready to play.
Yep. If you look at the goal, it's not even different, nice.
Yeah,
it's like really close.
Different.
It's 2 dragons to the side of Genki. It's favoring them because of a Shyvana. But at the end of the day, it's Nexplay keeping up. The gold advantage is not that big of a deal either. 400 gold, not that much, but then if you look at the control over the map, that's something they're gonna need to watch out for, because eventually all these slows are gonna start stacking up.
Yeah. I mean, the goal difference, there really is no goal difference, right? But when we looked at it, like you said, objectively, you know, you're in terms of 2 dragon buffs, which towards mid to late game, those do make that difference. You know, that 6, there we go. We have a stasis coming out from Hanyu. She's going to be able to get away just in time. Again, Fuyu coming in here. Just everyone going to go ahead and back off here because the stakes are very high here. And as I was mentioning, you know, even though there's not much difference in gold here, so itemization across the board is probably very similar. But at the same time, the small buffs will make a difference in these team fights coming up.
Yep. You're already feeling a lot of damage from Chabi here. But the big problem here is, again, Sly on that Braum. You may want to follow up. You have a lot of slows, but when you get hit by concussive blows, your momentum changes. Angela's going to be forced out completely there, and when you get stacked up by a Braum, the Camille will have a couple of seconds where you're not going to be able to move too much. It's going to give an opportunity for Hanyu and Bunzi to just free hit. So these front lines coming in from Nexplay, they are going to need to do a whole lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, as you mentioned, you know, they're pretty much their frontliner at this time is Gia on the Nasus, right? And we don't see very much tank itemization coming out of Gia. And so what else do they have for initiation? If you compare, like you said, NXP's frontline initiators compared to Genki Amory's, it's not very close, right? You have a Shyvana, very tanky at this point. And also you have Braum. Sly's Braum performs very well in every time that Sly gets Braum. And not to mention, Sly is able to help the team with that Glacial Fissure, those passives, the stuns and everything. And honestly, if you look at Chabi's Draven, any type of CC is going to be very scary for that Draven. And on top of that, you have Hanyu on Katarina, right? So you have all the tools that Genki Amory needs to pretty much shut down what NXP is trying to do. But the thing that I want to say is that NXP is still doing their best to fight here, especially now they know the next dragon is up. They have to contest this one.
Yeah, it's a third Drake. You do not want to give a third Drake to Hazel right now. It's bad news. And look at that! Look at the slow! Oh my god, and to add Ryla on top of that, it's as good as a stun. That's for sure. Oh my god, they do not want to get Hazel dead right now.
Yeah, I mean the slow there is going to be huge. I mean, again, they're fighting around. Fuyu knows that she can be fine here in the lane, pushing the turret, right? Here, they're going to go ahead and work on this dragon. There's the initiation, but they do go ahead and grab this Cloud Drake. There's the initiation right there. The Hex Tech ultimatum. Nope, that's the Mega Inferno bomb. They're not able to. There's the Hex Tech ultimatum, trying to get her down, and she does. Braum finally going down, Sly in the Braum, but they're able to get out, and Nasus there. They finally secured themselves a dragon, and there we go.
Our topside, though, going to be taken out right now by the Fiora. Fuyu is still doing a lot of work. Bunzi is nowhere to be found right now. And now we are seeing Nexplay just knocking on the second tower. They're going to be able to take that out. Ray Ray's going to be busy protecting that top lane. It's an inhibitor turret right now. And with all things considered, a third Drake being secured by Nexplay is going to be a really good thing. It's added mobility because it's a Cloud Drake, and at the same time, it's something you would want to have, especially since you're slowing down all of the members of GK.
Yeah, true. I mean, you know, that Cloud Drake right now is really viable for them to grab, and they're glad that they got it, because coming up there could be some setup around the Baron, because that is going to be the next play. On top of that, you have an Ocean Elder coming up, and everybody at this point needs to play this perfectly, because if one person does get picked off, whether it's NXP or GK, they're going to have trouble, and they're most likely going to give up a Baron objective for that pickoff.
Yep, it's 16 minutes right now. 2 for 1 in terms of dragons. 4 towers being taken out by Nexplay here. Only 3 for the side of GK. Now we're seeing more of a movement of a 4-1 here coming in from Genki Amory. Hellgirl is at the top side right now. There is a hover from Angela and Gia, shoving as much as possible their vision into this Baron pit. I think GK are going to be ready for this, though. Who favors this Baron fight?
I mean, as far as the Baron fight goes, you know, you have... It could end up being a 5v4 at the Baron pit, but the thing is, you know, Fuyu has... Look at the push on this turret right here, and at the same time, she has the teleport, so she can do all this damage, and they have to put a stop on her, and that's Hellgirl's job. But look at the 1v1 situation right here, and there's so much damage coming out from Fuyu, right? But in terms of a Baron fight, you have to give it up to GK, because I just think there's so much more tankiness in the front line there, but at the same time, it just depends on how much execution is in play.
Yep, it's just really hard right now, and it's something they need to address. If you think about it, you have the problem of Fuyu. You have a team fight here coming in from GK. Lots of damage onto Bunzi, though. Throw in the true shot barrage on the completely opposite side. There is Mega Inferno Bomb being committed right now. Angela's diving in. 4 members are trying to fight off Nexplay, but Hellgirl comes in to join the fray. Shyvana's trying to run for the high heels. Fuyu goes down, and with Fuyu down to GA's pop, Repulse is there to stay alive, but killing spree on Choppy. 2 members down from GK. That's gonna give an opportunity that they were waiting for. They can go for Baron.
There you go. I just ate my words. NXP just made me eat my words. They don't need the frontliners because they have that slow. They have the damage from Chavi's Draven, and now they're going to work on this Baron. And GK is going to do as much as they can to stop this from happening. I mean, everybody is getting chunked very low. And again, that's the thing. They didn't have enough HP to go force that Baron. So, you know, give it up to Genki Amory for really contesting that Baron, making sure it wasn't taken. But again, they have to do something about this snowball effect that's happening for NXP. I mean, they're starting to really get a hold of this composition and how they're forming together. Gia is able to start building some more tanky items on this Nasus. I believe she just did pick up the Protector's Vow. She's got a little bit of magic resist. She has the Locket. You know, she has that Rylai's literally for the slow and the tier to be able to just spam the abilities and have that no mana issue. So now we have an Elder fight coming up. And really, it's going to come down to a full 5 versus 5 team fight here.
Yep, they're already starting out the Elder here for Nexplay. Tempest. What are Genki Amory gonna do? All positions are favoring the side of Nexplay. Lots of folks coming out though. With Dragon at half health. Angela's backing off. Gia's there to try to zone out. Hanyu, Sly, Hazel. Mega Inferno Bomb already committed. It's a dive on top of the Braum. Sly's in trouble. They pop the Glacial Fissure. Fuzzy's trying to free hit him now. Here comes the spin to win from the Katarina. Angela's gone. Gia's gone. Hanyu's gonna be taken out. And wait, it's a 1v1. Choppy versus Hazel. Is Choppy gonna go down? No, running for the high heels now. And with 4 members from Nexplay down, it's Choppy against the world. GK wins that fight. They're gonna get Elder, and with all the pressure mounting on Nexplay, this is an Elder Drake on that Shyvana. The zoning, the split up fights, and with the steal coming up, not gonna happen. They might take out Choppy here. Choppy's out for 50 seconds. 20-second death timers on the other 4 from Nexplay. It's gonna open up Baron. Naisou backs of Nexplay against the wall right now.
Against the wall, indeed. I mean, Chavi tried her best to even just get some vision or see where they won, but unfortunately gets taken out. Now opens it up to a Baron. The tier 3 turret in the top lane is down for NXP as well. And right now, Genki Amory is literally in the driver's seat. They're going to be able to get, if not all of these turrets down with this Baron power play, not to mention just the spike in damage from all of their carries. You're talking about Katarina almost with there you go, completing 4 items. You know, that's so much damage there, not to mention having that stasis, so pulling that aggro. And then on top of that, you have Fuyu just able to push these lanes as much as she wants. And right now, Genki Amory is trying to take this game 1 from NXP.
They're having such a hard time. I mean, if you think about Ray, Hellgirl, and Chabi, that's a lot of damage, yes. But they're surviving. They're finding a way to actually survive GK. And if these members survive, it's gonna be high time where all of the damage, along with the true damage from that Elder Drake, is gonna just amount to way too much. And now, with all 3 lanes being pushed in by GK, they're diving on top of Chabi. They got the AD carry. No AD carry right now for Nexplay. They're trying to back off for now. GK are choking them out, pressuring these towers. The towers just going down way too fast. They're diving as much as possible. Glacial Fish are gonna be committed. It's not gonna connect. The pulse from Bunty's a little too much for Ray. Ray backs off. Dragons is sent in. The Nexus is gonna go down. Can they have it? No, they cannot. And with that, Genki Amory draw first blood and take game number 1.
What a game, man. I mean, again, it's such a well-matched 2 teams right here that we're getting to see play. And it's just like time and time again. Fuyu is always there to push those lanes and and just have that there. Not to mention, you have Sly. I have to give it up to Sly on this Braum. She does such an amazing job at being that front line, especially when she's helping out by just using that shield, blocking so much. We have to take a note. Sly's block from Braum on Draven's damage really reduces that damage. So just an amazing team play over there by Genki Amory. And to break it down further, guys, we're going to pass it on to the analyst himself, Mr. Y2K.
Oh, okay. We're back. Just kidding. Props ka talaga yon. Siyempre, ininom ko yung yung Mango Graham ko kanina pa. And now, let's break it out one by one. Yung sinabi ko kanina, which is, ang late game capability ng NXP, nararamdaman ko na. Like the Nexplay Tempest late game capability. But again, nullifying the power spike ng NXP, it's the Braum, and of course, the backline support pagdating sa Shyvana with a very tanky setup here. And of course, Hanyu with a lot of damage from that Lotus sa gitna. Let's break it all down. Siyempre, ang ating graphs. Now, there you go. Around 6 minutes, with that graph, kitang-kita niyo yung graph, talagang swaying along the highway nga, kumbaga. So, 6-minute mark, kita natin double kill from double kill for both of the teams, but Genki Amory securing the Infernal around that time. And also with Infernal, nakakuha sila ng free turret courtesy of the Herald. So around 7 minutes, nakakuha naman sila ng 3 kills din courtesy of that Herald fight. So, yung nakikita natin in the previous games na the contestation pagdating sa mga Dragons, pinapakita ngayon ulit ng Genki Amory that they are very dominant pagdating sa mga insta-smite. Nakikita ko nga sa comments talagang smite lords nga daw kumaga. Pinapakita nga ulit ng Genki Amory. And of course, around 40-minute mark, as usual, we have nakabawi NXP with a 1 dragon scale, but yung huling team fight nila sa may bandang Elder, that having the 4 kills courtesy of Genki Amory, and having the Baron buff and the Baron power play, doon na bumaliktad ang team fight into their favor. Pakita natin yung sa mga champion graph natin. There you go. As we can see, talagang yung dominance talaga na pinapakita dito ng NXP is super on point din. Like, they don't want really to have a fight na hindi sila kampante. Which is, that's a good thing. Especially Ray's basketball skills, basketball, just throwing the bombs, just intimidating Genki Amory in getting into the team fights. Into the team fights naman, very, very, very effective na artillery dito si Ray and together with Angela na makahuli man sila na isa for the Hextech Ultimatum. Hellgirl just doing her job na split push and also assassinations in the backline. Gia, on the other hand, ang ini-expect ko talagang Nasus is a kind of yung tanky Q-type Nasus, which transition niya into AP tank Nasus, which is not a bad thing. Super effective din siya kasi yung pagbagsak mo ng third skill, there's a minus armor na pwedeng i-take advantage to Chubby, which she did early on in the game. And syempre nakabawi nga din si Chubby going into the mid to the late game. However, Bunzy's Ezreal together with Sly, ito na naman yung combo natin, Bunzy and Sly really pushing up the game into the limit as silang dalawa na yung tipong dangerous duo natin on just picking up someone, harassing and snowballing. There's a lot of snowball kasi na nangyari dito sa Genki Army, especially with the backup of Hanyu and of course Hazel being the front line together with Fuyu na sabihin natin semi-police. Talagang tama sinabi dito ng ating dalawang poging caster na Sly giving that support na to block as much damage as possible from Chubby and of course from Ray gives them like an advantage para mapasok sa gitna with the glacial fissure, and the rest is history. So, for this kind of situation, kung ano man ang take ko, probably yung Nasus talaga. So, I really was expecting late game Nasus scaling, but of course, ngayon ko na nakita na may Nasus support. I've been seeing a lot of Nasus support like way back 2017, 2016. Pero this type of Nasus kasi parang, yeah, ito naman it's Wild Rift, so mas mabilis yung game. I'm really expecting more on like another support na really scales with Draven, which is Lulu or wala yung Janna. So Lulu or probably Blitzcrank, but Blitzcrank is kind of risky because there's a Braum. But yeah, that's my take. That's my so far. That's why what I observed. It's still 1-0, 2 wins to go for Genki Amory. Meanwhile, NXP needs to recuperate to have the 3 wins straight. Pero syempre, babalik ko muna sa ating mga casters. Of course, we have Izaq and my other half of the duo, Naisou.
I'll see your other half.
Other half of the duo kasi.
My other half. Nice.
Well, not all.